everybody, and welcome back. Today I thought I would kind of just take you guys along. Um, there's an otter behind me. My boyfriend put otters all around the house. That's not the point of this video. I get sidetracked so easily. Like, instead of squirrel, it's like otter. Today I thought I would just bring you along for a little vlog. I'm probably just gonna do a couple little things, like hopefully clean out my car and make rice water for my hair. I'm not gonna name stuff off because I feel like what I say I'm not gonna actually end up doing, but kind of just like a little self-care vlog because life gets crazy sometimes and things build up and you mean to do things but you can't get to it or you don't have the motivation to do it, and that is perfectly okay. If you have the chance to get that stuff done, hopefully this video will help motivate you and inspire you to get your stuff popping. I thought I would share what I'm eating for breakfast today. You can do one thing for yourself on a self-care day that you don't normally do. Eat some breakfast. Trust me. You'll appreciate it. We have some squash. This camera quality is terrible and the lighting is terrible, but that's squash. There's some lemon pepper seasoning and some cayenne pepper seasoning. I've been trying to eat less potatoes because I eat potatoes like 2 to 3 times a day, and that's not very good for you. So I've been trying to eat squash instead for breakfast because it's super yummy. And then I already spilled the shake once. I have a banana shake, which is bananas, hazelnut milk, cacao, and almond butter. And I really love hazelnut milk because it makes shakes really frothy and just very smooth. And then I have just some wheat cereal with hazelnut milk and some strawberries. Just yesterday, I shared my YouTube page on my community page and a vegan page, and I got, not, some people are going to be like, that's not a lot, but for me, that's a lot in one day. So I got like 6 more subscribers. So if you're new here, hi, little smoochie for you. Little COVID-free smoochie. We are going to attempt some blueberry muffins. I'm not a baker. Well, I'm not good at baking, so let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna use the recipe that I would use for pancakes. Last time I did this, they did not come out that great. But I also didn't really put any sugar in it. I only put a little bit in. So I'm gonna put some maple syrup in this time. Let's see. Let's try this meat egg. It says 2 tablespoons of water plus 1 tablespoon of meat egg. This is gonna be the only time that I'm actually measuring. So yeah, 1 tablespoon of meat egg. I'm doing this first so I don't have to dirty a separate bowl. Yeah. Do a little bit more. Just make sure. I'm using bottled water because it's easier to pour in here than a big Brita filter. Now we gotta mix it. Wow, that's crazy. It is like the same consistency as an egg. Alright, now I'm not going to use measurements. We're going to take some chickpea flour. I don't know what order I should use in. Oh. Just going to put that in. Winging it. Need some baking powder. I think it was like a teaspoon. cool. And I know it calls for rules. A little bit. And what else? Need to do water. Let's see. This is not going to be enough, so I'm gonna have to do this twice. Let's put some blueberries in. Some cinnamon. That was a lot of cinnamon. And some maple syrup. Let's plop it in there. This is all about winging it. It's looking good. It's looking decent. Let's scoop some of it in. Let's swing it. I thought this would be like a non-messy way to do this, but it's not. I really hope this works. This will be the first time I actually make decent blueberry muffins if this does work. Because I've made them successfully before. Using I should put peanut butter in them. Maybe the next, do like some mystery ones with peanut butter. But last time I did this, I didn't put any sugar in because I was trying to avoid sugar because it was making me sick. But now, if I eat the right stuff, I can eat sugar and I'm fine. I'm going a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. This is literally so disproportionate. I have no clue how this is going to bake. I really should put water in these two, but oh crap. There you go. Save that one. I decided I'm not going to do peanut butter. Because I don't know how that will taste, and I don't want to waste too much food because I have no clue if this is even going to come out good. Let's find out. So if you're someone that loves sweet potatoes, but you're like, how can I have some banging sweet potatoes if I'm vegan? Or even if you're not vegan, they're still banging. I'm going to show you. So I mash mine. I peel mine before I boil them, but you can also just put them right in. Just make sure you scrub them really well. You have to boil them for like a while, like 30 to like 45-ish minutes, until they're really, really soft. Drain them, and then just mash them up. And then you're gonna need some maple syrup. Pour it in there. Take some cinnamon. Put that on there. This is really, really good with sweet corn. I mean, a lot of things are really good with corn, but... And then Oh wow, I just grabbed another thing of cinnamon. You're gonna need some chipotle powder. Gives it a little kick. I just put a lot in. This isn't gonna be spicy. I'm also making some rice. I sauteed some green onions, red and green peppers, and garlic, and some chili. I'm gonna taste test the chili. I put a little bit of Korean barbecue sauce in here, so I'm scared. I don't know how this is gonna taste. I'm gonna wait for it to cool. I'm holding my webcam, that's why it's all shaky. So far today, I showered. I changed my piercings. I put nose hoops in because with wearing a mask, the studs get caught in the mask and it's really annoying. I haven't turned my compost pile in a couple days, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's like frozen. Nope. Never mind. I can't do it. It's frozen. It's snowing. What's going on, Mrs. Neon? Is it snowing? Hey. Good morning, everybody. It is a new day. I did not accomplish much yesterday, and that's perfectly fine because no, I did accomplish a lot because I took care of myself. I made all that food. The brownies, they came out pretty okay. Or not the brownies, the muffins. They were mushy in the middle, but I think it's because I didn't cook it at a high enough temperature, so like it couldn't like get all the way through, but they were still good. Like it was like kind of like cinnamon roll mushy, like a teeny little bit in the middle and crispy on the outside. And since they didn't have egg in them, it's fine, or I think it's fine. So I'm waiting for my potatoes to broil, and I just kind of wanted to hop on and talk to y'all. Bean ended up coming over yesterday. We went for a walk in the park. We ate outside. That was good vibes. And then I just watched TV the rest of the day, but it was a good day. And I'm here again today because my coworker last week asked if I would take her Thursday shift and she would take my Wednesday. And I'm like, well, of course, because that means I get 2 consecutive days off again. And usually I don't have 2 days off in a row, or I don't think any of us really have 2 days off in a row. So when we do have 2 days off in a row, it's like, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing today. My other friend might come over. But yeah, this might be a mess of a vlog or it might be a good one. Bean brought me some books. She got a bunch of like sidekick books from one of her family members, and she picked out 3 for me, and they actually like are perfect. And I'm like grabbing these books and I'm like, oh, I want to show these. And then I'm like, oh, I should show the other ones that I got from the I almost said the name. Don't want to say the name because it's in my town and it's right down the road from me. From this holistic shop down the road. I really wish I could shout them out. They're a really great place and the people there are super groovy. But for reasons I will not speak of. Well, there's obvious reasons and there's personal reasons of why I don't want to share my location on YouTube. Um, but I was like, oh, I should share those books too. And then I was looking through my books to grab them, and I'm like, oh, that one looks cool too. I should share that one. And I just have a huge pile of books to read, and I'm still working on this one. I read some of it the other day, and it was basically going into, like the spirit, the body, and the soul, because your soul is different than your body, you know. Um, and said how the body is temporary, but the soul is eternal. And I always feel when people are like, "Oh, I'm so old," in a negative way, it's like, but are you really? Because we only know the age of the body that we are currently accompanying. I look like I'm smart, but the words, they don't come out. But we only know the age of our body that we are currently in. We don't know the age of our soul. And our soul having age is a good thing. Our soul being old is a good thing because you've acquired wisdom and just knowledge and so many things. So be old. My soul's probably super old. And that's a great thing. But it was just some really good reads in this so far, and I'm really digging it. I'm just so excited to read my other books. But, alright, let's start with the ones Bean brought me. This one, I didn't even read, into it. Just reading the titles of them, I just got so hype about them. This says... Okay, so this is a novel, and it's What If God Were the Sun? And I don't know, that intrigues me. It just intrigues me. I'm so excited. And then this one is God, Creation, and Tools for Life. And this one's called Ask Your Guides. So I'm super excited for those. I still have one psychic book because my sister let me borrow two of them, and I read the first one. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Psychic Protection or something. I'm definitely going to have to share that on here because it's a super great read, and it's just all about protecting yourself and your energies and how to, help protect other people and their energies. And I learned a lot. It was a great book. It said that back in the day, I guess people thought that bells would scare off the devil, so that's probably why, or that was the first use of church bells, or I think, but that's probably why church bells are used, because they ward off the devil. And then it said about why they use salt for protection, because demons would have to count every grain to get to you, and that was just too much of a task for them to do that. And it was just a great read, so I'll have to share that one day. But she gave me another one, so I have to read that one next after this one, so then I can give her books back to her, and then I'll read all my other ones. But they were selling used books for $2 a pop. So I got 5 for $10. I got Pathways to the Spirit, Tuesdays with Maury, which I guess this is more of an actual story, so I'm excited about that because it's nice to switch it up. This one is Guidance 24/7. This one's Afterlife What? And I've been wanting to read a little bit more on the afterlife because I don't like things about gore and stuff like that, but when you talk about death in a spiritual sense, then I can get with it because then it's not scary. But if it's gory and stuff, I can't get down with that. And this one is called Channeling for Everyone. And then at Second and Charles, I got 2 books. I got an actual story. I didn't bring that one in. It was about it was some Christmas story, and this girl met this guy, and there's some secret, I think, because I usually go through the pages because obviously I have to make sure it's not like scary or anything like that, or about like murder or something. And I think like he does like financial scams or something like that. Spoiler alert, probably not even spoiler alert because I'm probably wrong. I love how this one has been gifted so many times. Like it says, for Sue, warmly, and then they sign their name. And the first page, 6/5 of 2010, says, Melissa, this book is so incredible and has already changed my life. You are so beautiful. And you deserve to live a life filled with joy and the things you love. I hope this inspires you to do just that. Forever your best friend. That's really groovy. Melissa, whoever you are, I hope you got some good vibes from this book. But it's called Cold Tangerines, and I forget what it's about. Okay, Cold Tangerines is a collection of stories about God and about life and about the thousands of daily ways in which an awareness of God changes and infuses everything. It offers bright and varied glimpses of hope and redemption, giving us room to breathe, to break down, and break through, calling us to our best possible lives. I wish I had multiple entities or brains so I could read all of these, but I definitely am stocked up for a while and I need to stop buying books because instead of my eyes being bigger than my stomach, which is not a thing for me, my eyes are bigger than my attention span right now because I have way too many. I had such a strange dream last night. I feel like everybody's always like, oh, dreams have such meaning in them, but then like mine are like, no. So at first I was trying to go up to where I went to college because I guess in my dream we still had my apartment that I had with my buddy, and like I guess my other buddy was gonna come and hang out. But as I was trying to get the GPS up, it was no longer Google Maps, it was Yahoo Maps, and I didn't know how to use it. And then I was driving on my way to work and I witnessed a shooting in the dream, and the dude looked literally like Danny DeVito. Like, I'm pretty sure he was Danny DeVito. And I like even typed it in my phone. I'm like, bald spot on head, hair on side. And I'm like driving and my boss calls me and I'm like, well, I just witnessed a shooting. And I'm like crying and I'm like, and I gotta go feed the animals. And I ended up, I think I was in like some woods and I was like running through this like path. And then I'm like either on the boat or controlling the boat. Like, not like driving the boat, but like controlling the boat, if that makes sense. And we're like trying to get this boat away from this like ginormous sea monster. And then there was like a waterfall with some rocks, and I was just like, all right, we'll just lift the boat up. So, like upstream, so this giant sea. This is a book that I was talking about. It's Protection for Beginners by Richard Webster. And it also goes into like the different types of essential oils and herbs and teas and like what different things they are good for. I totally recommend it. It's a great read. So this book goes in like parts and then it has chapters in the parts. So I guess right now I'm on part 1, which is the nature of being. And then I think it okay, and then it has like a little summary at the end. So I'm on page 118 now, and then it ends at 134, and then part 2 is spiritual mind healing. So I think I'm gonna finish this part and then maybe get some stuff done. If I find some more cool passages or sentences in this, I will share it with you guys. Theoretical beginning of creation, the world was without form and void. There is no difference in the ultimate and minute particles which take innumerable forms, only a difference in the arrangement. Our bodies are one with the whole body of the universe. Seeds, plants, cabbages, and kings are all made of the same substance. Minerals, solids, and liquids are made from this primordial substance, which is forever flowing into form and forever flowing out again into the void. That is dope. It's like those pictures you see on Facebook where it's like you are one with the universe, and it's like shows a leaf and then it shows like your veins and it shows like other things, like we are one. All right, so this sentence says to learn how to think is to learn how to live. Whatever goes into the subjective state of our thought tends to return again as some condition, so we and we alone control our destiny. I just want to add that I am now talking about the science of mind, not the psychic book. By the way, it is now Thursday. I have to go to work soon. Well, I'm going to my mechanic first because I need an oil change kind of badly. I'm like 400 over because I made the appointment like 3 weeks ago and this is when he can get me in. And then after that, I'm going to work because originally I had off today and then my coworker needed me to switch and that was fine. So I had 2 days off in a row again, which was nice. But I couldn't let my car go any longer because I don't know when the next time he would have an appointment. So I just asked my boss if I could come in after, and she said, yeah, that's fine. So hopefully it's not too busy today because it's a Thursday and it's kind of break out. So, but beforehand, I figured I would finally make this rice water. I did clean my car. Well, I picked the trash up. I didn't like clean it. I have like a rug and like random stuff in it from moving still, but I got the trash out, so that's good. I kind of watched a video on this. Before, when I made this with the oats, I just like threw it in water and oats into a spray bottle and then it just kept clogging the spray bottle. But I kind of watched a video on like the rice water, but I'm not going to follow it word by word because I can't. My brain no work. So, also my air fryer is going to beep soon. So sorry about it. So yeah, let's just mix stuff together. So I'm just going to fill this with water. A little bowl. That should be good. I'm gonna put some rice in. I'm only gonna do a little bit because I guess rice can get sticky. Or I don't know. That's like a cup, like a half a cup. And then it said about massaging the rice. So it looks like rice water. It's colored. I don't know. I'm gonna take some oats. I usually get rolled oats, but I accidentally grabbed these ones. And then I'm gonna put in. Should I massage the oats too? Is that a thing? No, now it's all over my hands. Now it's all over my laptop. Now it's all over my floor. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it like trickling, but I just got this everywhere, but that's okay. And then I'm going to pour this all in a jar, put it in the fridge, and then after work, I will drain this, compost, of course, the rice and the oats, and put this in a spray bottle and put on my hair. I don't know if you have to, but I like to keep the spray bottle in the fridge because I feel like hair just likes cold water, so it's nice. And then I like to spray it on my face too in the morning, you know? I hope y'all liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, or share. And see y'all next time. Peace. Love you.